These are the only three things that I need for a great morning. My hand squeezer, my cup of coffee, and my co-host Freddie at Bobcat. Good morning, Freddie.
And you got all three in one spot live at 7:55.
That's it. That's it. That's where everybody comes. This is an energy hub. This is the pregame. This is the pregame pep rally. This is the pregame speech before we take the field. Every single weekday for 15 minutes, we talk about positive things. Right, Fred?
Yeah, is 15 minutes long enough? Is it too long? Is it too short? Is it just right?
I think it's just right. 7:55 to 8:10. I was just telling you when I finished this call, I got some good news already this morning. We're going to roll right into that, and that's what we do, right? We hit it here, and then we hit it hard with things that are going on. Speaking of things that are going on, Russ Hammond is going to be selling some Red Wing shoes today.
Yeah, I mean that's a given.
That's a given. I mean, and Red Wing, he's representing a great brand, and we're going to talk about more about that in the days to come. David Turner, good morning, DT. Haven't talked to DT in a couple of days. I need to connect with him and find out where in the world is David Turner.
There's no telling.
No telling. He could be. As a matter of fact, David, if you would, if you can put where you are you at home? Are you on the road? Are you doing a podcast today? Tell us what's going on in the life of David Turner.
And where will you be this week? If you're going somewhere this week, let us know.
Russ, tell me what kind of week you're going to have. I want to have a great week as we enter into the May. Can you believe it's already May 2025, boss?
Well, it's not.
We're close. We're getting towards
May.
Don't
be rushing my weeks away. I got business to tend to, cowboy.
I'm sorry for that. We need to hold on and experience life. We talked about this on Friday, didn't we? Experiencing life.
Yeah. Yeah, get exposed to some stuff. And you know what? Go somewhere where you celebrated and not just tolerated. Let me tell you that one more time. Go somewhere where you are celebrated, not merely tolerated. Okay?
You think you might go into some environments where your energy, your talents, your skills, your abilities aren't as embraced as maybe they would be somewhere else? Is that what you're saying?
That is what I'm saying. Have you ever experienced that? You know, sometimes people don't want to deal with the energy that another person puts off, the accountability that someone puts off, the effort, the enthusiasm. Sometimes this stuff grinds on people who want to just mope through their day.
I call it bad lighting. You know, when we want to take a picture of ourselves, we find or maybe check our hair in the we want good lighting in the restrooms, a good mirror. We want the environment to be right so that we feel good about our reflection. And so if we're around people that don't make us feel good about ourselves, we don't want to be around that, do we?
No. And bad lighting made me think of something. I'm going to see if I can find it real quick.
Yeah. And while you do that, I'm going to talk to DT. He's heading to Kentucky today.
West Virginia. I was just in Kentucky, DT.
He was just in Kentucky too. What are the chances? This is why we come together in the energy hub called Masterminds, called First Sip. Heading to Kentucky today, West Virginia in a few days, and then all through Ohio. Yeah, that's a big week. That's a big week. And lots of good things happen when DT's out there talking to people, looking for new relationships. That's what he's doing. He's taking action. He's getting exposure. He's learning things, and it's exciting to see all that he's doing. What are you doing?
He's grown up right before our eyes.
What's that?
DT has grown up right before our eyes.
I'll say so. I'll say so. And he's doing a great job with it. Russ, I have surgery today, so I will be out a couple of days and then back at it 100%. Well, good luck on the surgery. And that sounds very optimistic. So I think things are going to be okay. So I won't.
You mentioned bad lighting.
Yes.
Okay. Have you ever had to take a picture with the sun shining in your eyes?
Oh yeah. That's tough.
So let me see if I can show you this. Can you see my face right there?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that don't get any more squintier than that.
Lindsay pulled this picture up yesterday, and she was like, "Look at Sailor's eyes." And he was struggling, he was squinting, and then I scrolled over to my face and thought, "What?" And it's like I had eaten a sour gummy or something. My face was shot.
Hey, you were locking it down. You didn't want to burn those retinas. You had to cover it up. Well, yeah. So bad reflections. We need sunglasses. I don't know. There was an analogy, a metaphor. There was something in there, but I tell you what, we need to do before anything else happens.
Quote of the day. Quote of the day.
Quote of the day. Quotes are great. They're very few words, but they bring a punch. They bring a punch, don't they? And here we go. It's not the mountains ahead to climb that wear you out. It's the pebble in your shoe.
Tell me about it.
It's not the mountains ahead to climb that are going to wear you out. It's the pebble in your shoe. So I like this quote. This quote took me somewhere. It made me think of all the big challenges in life, and we'll just talk about say F3 in a physical challenge. We remember we had Hell Week, where we had to get up every single week at a certain time and go out and work out, and we had hard workouts, and we did it every day. So we upped the intensity, but we had this thing that we had to do. We got worked up for it. Did you have any trouble doing those workouts?
No, and we got a 15-mile ruck coming up too.
I know. Well, and so my point is, getting together. You've got the energy of the group. Once you make it to F3. Once you get around your people and you're actually doing that hard thing, now don't get me wrong, it's hard, but that's not typically where we fail, right? Once you get out there, you're not just going to say, okay, I'm going home. It's too hard. You've already won by the time you get out there. It's all the little things in life that make us think, it's not important to make it out there. It's not. It's the pebble in our shoe. It's the mindset. It's the little frustrations of life that add up that actually prevent us from doing these big things. It's the pebble in the shoe. What do you think?
I think you're spot on. It is sometimes the smallest things that will set us back. When we're trying to achieve something that we've never done before, and it takes a lot of focus, a lot of effort, a lot of persistence, a lot of determination. It can be something as small as, it's raining. They called me, but they didn't leave me a voicemail. Oh no, that person's out of town. Something minor. However it relates to you can be the pebble in your shoe. And typically when I have a pebble in my shoe, I take my shoe off. I stand on one foot because I do not want my sock to touch the ground because it will pick up smaller pebbles. I get that one out and I put it right back on. and I get back on the course. What about you?
Of that. And first I have to mention this, Susmitha, who we haven't seen around here in a while, and I'll have to say I kind of miss seeing Susmitha. No pressure, but good to see you here. And she's got well wishes for Russ Hammond. Back to this pebble. I love what you said there, Fred, and that's true. It shows up and everybody's got their pebble, and I think a question that we might need to ask ourselves moving forward this week is this a mountain or is this a pebble? Is this a mountain or is this a pebble? Very often, these things that are happening, once we call it like we see it, call it like it is, we will name one of those things. Oh, such and such didn't call me back. That could not be any smaller in the grand scheme of things. We are allowing a pebble to become a mountain. And I've talked about this before. Scale has a lot to do with timing and proximity and what we're around. So in the moment, that pebble feels like a mountain in your shoe. It feels like it is the end of the world and it's heavy. That pebble is heavy in the moment. But as we get away from that moment, we say, it's a pebble.
Yeah.
It's a pebble. And so calling it out and saying, this thing in my life, this frustration, this excuse, this whatever it is that's preventing me from being happy, from making others happy, from doing the things that I should do, is it a mountain or is it a pebble?
Hit the other button.
What else you got?
Hit the other button.
What's that?
Hit the other button.
Sorry. Got to take her down first. And we have a problem with the microphone. And here we go. I'm ready for this. Let's go.
Get ready. It's time for the 2-minute skill.
My goodness. Sometimes I think about Nene and Pop Pop and just wonder how many times they wanted to beat you with a stick.
Never would they do that.
So this pebble could be considered an obstacle, some sort of mental block. Is that right?
Absolutely.
Okay. Could it be someone thinking, oh, well, I don't have enough knowledge to do that. So what could they do? Study a little more, research what they think they're lacking. Oh, I don't have the skill to be able to take that next step. Is skill attainable? Even if you're a young man like I am at 47, who moves like someone who's 27, I can get new skills that pay the bills. I'm not worried about that. It's a pebble. Do you have the desire? We just talked about exposure on Friday. Don't let that be a pebble. Expose yourself to something different. Confidence up, pebble. Freon, how do you get more confident?
Three things. You get more confidence via exposure and taking action.
Yeah, it can be, oh, well, I'm not confident speaking in front of people. Well, go speak in front of more people until you feel confident doing it. I don't care if you stand up and read the Bible in Sunday school class. You'll feel more confident next time you're standing in front of a group of people talking about what you know. I don't have the right relationships. Pebble. People are all around you. This show is centered around intentional networking, #proximity. Reach out to either one of us if you think you're missing in a relationship somewhere, because we know the dude or dudette you're looking for.
Amen.
Do not use the pebble as an excuse.
Woo! We're looking for pebbles in our life. When we move mountains by seeing the reality, that's not a mountain, that's a pebble. We're gonna move much faster. That obstacle, it goes from here to here, and then we're moving forward, and it's so important. And one of the things that I wanted to mention, number one, connection. You talked about connection and relation. Connection is energy. When we're connected with our purpose, when we're connected with ourselves, when we're connected with others, we're going to have energy. And so all of those things that we're talking about there, the more connected we are, it's just like anything, any of these technology. When there's a good connection, that's when it's operating. If you've got if you're flying, yes, connection is energy. I almost
There we
digress.
go. We were almost 16 minutes deep. We had
I
45 seconds
lost
of
it. I
babbling.
lost it. Can you believe it? Right there at the end.
Look, let me tell you something. I am fired up today about watching people who have so much talent and potential use something so small as a pebble. Please stop it.
I love it. Hey,
In the show.
in the show right now, go out there, find a pebble, turn a mountain into a pebble. That's all. Let's roll. See